pause for a moment and just notice this. Out of all the videos, all the noise, all the endless scrolling, you stopped here. Not by accident, not randomly. Something inside you slowed down, even if just for a second, and chose this. And maybe you don't fully understand why yet, but a part of you does. There are moments in life when we don't go searching for answers. The answers find us, quietly, gently, almost like they were waiting for the exact moment when our heart is open enough to hear them. And this might be one of those moments for you. Maybe you didn't come here looking for anything specific. Maybe you were just passing time. Or maybe you've been feeling something you can't quite explain. A heaviness. A question that keeps returning. A feeling that something needs to change, but you don't know what or how. And that's exactly how it begins. Because when you reach a point where things feel unclear, when you feel a little lost or unsure, that's when you become ready. Ready to notice, ready to listen, ready to receive something different. So take a breath right now. Not a deep forced breath, just a natural one. Let your shoulders soften. You don't need to figure everything out at this moment. You don't need to rush. Just be here. Because if this video has found you now, then maybe, just maybe, this is the exact moment you were meant to pause, to listen, and to begin seeing things in a new way. Maybe you don't even have the right words for how you feel right now. It's not always clear. Sometimes it's just a quiet heaviness that follows you through the day. Sometimes it's overthinking at night when everything is silent. Or maybe it's a feeling that something is missing, even when everything around you looks fine. You might feel tired, not just physically, but deep inside. Tired of trying, tired of waiting, tired of pretending that everything is okay. And even when you smile, there is a small part of you that feels unheard, unseen, or simply misunderstood. And that's okay. You are not strange for feeling this way. You are not weak. You are human. Life can be confusing sometimes. It doesn't always go the way we expect. There are moments when nothing makes sense, when you question yourself, your path, and even your purpose. Maybe you've been carrying things quietly. Thoughts you never shared. Feelings you pushed aside. Questions you avoided because you didn't know the answers. And slowly, all of it builds up inside, making everything feel heavier than it should. But here's something important to remember. Just because you feel lost right now doesn't mean you are truly lost. Sometimes, feeling lost is just a sign that you are in the middle of change. It means something inside you is shifting, even if you can't see it yet. So if this is how you've been feeling, take a moment and allow yourself to accept it. No judgment, no pressure, just honesty. Because being honest about how you feel is the first quiet step towards something new. There is something about timing in life that we don't always understand. We try to plan everything, control everything, and make things happen when we want them to. But life doesn't always move according to our plans. It moves in its own quiet rhythm, one that we often only understand later. Think about it. There have been moments in your life when something didn't work out, something you really wanted. At that time, it may have felt like a loss. It may have hurt. You may have questioned why it happened that way. But as time passed, you started to see it differently. You realized that if things had gone the way you wanted back then, you wouldn't be where you are now. That's how timing works. Not everything comes to you when you want it. It comes when you are ready for it. When your mind is open enough, when your heart is prepared enough, and when you can truly understand what you are receiving. Sometimes delays are not rejections. Sometimes they are quiet protection. Sometimes life is simply giving you time to grow into the person who can handle what is coming next. And maybe this moment right now is part of that timing too. Maybe you are hearing these words now because this is when you can truly feel them. Not before, not later, but now. So instead of questioning why things haven't happened yet, try to trust that there is a bigger picture you cannot fully see, because life is not late for you. It is simply waiting for the right moment. And maybe this is the part that matters the most. You are not hearing this by chance. There is a quiet reason why these words are reaching you right now. Not because someone forced them into your life, but because something inside you is ready to receive them. You didn't need to search hard for this. You didn't need to figure everything out before arriving here. You simply showed up, and sometimes that is all it takes. Just showing up at the right moment, even without knowing why. There is a part of you that is waking up, slowly, gently. It may not be loud, it may not be clear yet, but it is there. It's the part of you that is starting to question old patterns, old thoughts, and old ways of living. The part of you that is no longer fully comfortable staying the same. And that feeling, that quiet discomfort, is not a problem. It is a signal. It means you are ready for something more. More peace, more clarity, more truth. Even if you don't know what that looks like yet. So instead of pushing this feeling away, stay with it. Let it guide you, even if it's just one small step at a time. You don't need to rush. You don't need to have all the answers. Just trust that if this message has found you, then something within you is already beginning to change. There comes a point where holding on too tightly starts to hurt more than letting go. You try to control everything. How things should happen, when they should happen, how people should act, how life should look. And without even realizing it, that need for control begins to create pressure inside you. You replay situations in your mind. You think about what you could have done differently. You try to predict every outcome so you don't get hurt again. But the more you try to control everything, the more heavy it feels. It's like carrying something that was never meant to be carried all the time. And maybe you are tired of that weight. Letting go doesn't mean you are giving up. It doesn't mean you don't care. It simply means you are choosing peace over constant struggle. It means you are allowing life to move without forcing every step. You don't have to control every answer. You don't have to fix everything today. Some things are not meant to be solved by thinking more. They are meant to be released. So gently ask yourself, what am I holding on to that is only causing me pain? Is it a past moment, a fear, an expectation? And just for a moment, imagine what it would feel like to loosen your grip. Not all at once, not perfectly, just a little. Because sometimes, when you stop forcing things to happen, life begins to move in a way that feels lighter, calmer, and more natural. After letting go, there is a quiet space that appears inside you. It may feel unfamiliar at first, almost like you are not doing enough. But this space is not empty. It is peace trying to enter your life. This is where trust begins. Not loud, not forced. Just a soft decision to believe that things are working, even when you cannot see how. You don't need to understand every step. You don't need to know exactly where you are going. Life is not asking you to have all the answers. It is only asking you to keep moving with a little faith. Trusting the process means allowing things to unfold in their own time. It means accepting that some chapters take longer and some answers come slowly, and that's okay. Not everything meaningful happens quickly. There will still be moments of doubt. Moments when your mind tries to go back to fear, to control, to overthinking. That is natural. But each time you can gently bring yourself back to this simple truth. You are allowed to trust. Trust that what is meant for you will not miss you. Trust that even the delays have a purpose. Trust that you are being guided, even in ways you don't fully understand yet. You don't have to rush your life to feel secure. You don't have to force clarity to feel okay. Sometimes, peace comes not from knowing everything, but from trusting enough to keep going anyway. Now slowly, something begins to shift inside you. It may be very small, almost unnoticeable at first, but it starts with your thoughts, the way you speak to yourself, the way you see your situation, the energy you carry within you. For a long time, you may have been used to thinking in a certain way, expecting the worst, doubting yourself, focusing on what is missing, and without realizing it, those thoughts shape how you feel and how you move through life. But what if you don't have to stay in that pattern? You don't need to change everything at once. You don't need to force yourself to feel positive all the time. Just start by noticing. Notice when your mind becomes heavy. Notice when your thoughts become harsh, and instead of fighting them, gently soften them. Speak to yourself with a little more kindness. Replace "why is this happening to me?" "What is this trying to teach me?" Replacing "nothing is working" with "something is slowly changing." These are small shifts, but they matter. Because your inner energy is not fixed. It is something that can move, grow, and transform. And as it begins to change, even in small ways, your outer world slowly starts to reflect that change. So don't underestimate the power of one gentle thought. One moment of awareness. One small decision to choose a softer, calmer way of being. Because sometimes the biggest changes in life begin quietly within you. There is something you may need to hear right now. You are not behind in life. It might feel like you are. It might seem like everyone else is moving faster, achieving more, figuring things out while you are still searching. But what you see on the outside is not the full story. Everyone is on a different path, different timing, different lessons. Just because your journey looks slower or unclear does not mean it is wrong. It simply means it is yours. You may compare yourself sometimes. You may look at where you thought you would be by now and feel disappointed. But life is not a race with a fixed timeline. There is no single moment where you are supposed to have everything together. You are growing in ways that cannot always be seen. You are learning things that will make sense later. Even the moments when you feel stuck are not wasted. They are shaping you quietly, preparing you for what comes next. So release the pressure to catch up. There is no one you are supposed to catch. There is no deadline you have failed to meet. You are not late. You are not falling behind. You are moving exactly at the pace your life needs right now. And maybe, instead of rushing forward, this moment is asking you to slow down, to trust your own timing, and to understand that where you are right now is not a mistake. It is part of your path. And as you sit with all of this, something gentle begins to awaken inside you. Not loudly, not all at once, just a quiet knowing that maybe you are stronger than you thought. You have made it through things you once believed you couldn't handle. You have carried yourself through days that felt heavy, through moments that felt uncertain. Even when you felt lost, a part of you kept going. A part of you refused to give up. That part of you is still here. It may not always speak clearly. It may feel hidden under doubt or fear, but it exists, calm, steady, and patient. And when you slow down enough, when you stop searching outside for every answer, you begin to feel it again. You begin to realize that not everything you need is outside of you. Some of it has always been within you. Your strength, your clarity, your ability to move forward, even in small steps. You don't need to become someone completely new. You don't need to fix everything about yourself. You just need to reconnect with the part of you that already knows how to keep going. So take a moment and sit with that feeling. No pressure, no rush. Because sometimes the biggest realization is this: you were never as lost as you thought. You were just learning how to find your way back to yourself. And now, just take a quiet moment to sit with everything you've heard. No pressure to understand it all at once. No need to rush into action. Just let these words settle within you, in their own time, in their own way. If something in this message stayed with you, even a small part of it, trust that feeling. Sometimes the smallest shift in awareness can open the door to something much deeper. And maybe this was not just a video for you. Maybe it was a reminder that you are not alone, that you are not lost and that something within you is already guiding you forward. So carry this with you as you move ahead, gently, patiently, one step at a time. And if this message spoke to you in any way, take a moment to like this video. Share your thoughts in the comments and share it with someone who might need to hear this too. And don't forget to subscribe so you can come back to this space whenever you need a little peace, a little clarity, or a quiet reminder that you are exactly where you need to be.